Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my Sephora VIB sale recommendation. It is starting today, the 19th, for my VIB rouges. So the people that spent, I think, over $500 a year in Sephora, just 20% off from today until the 27th. And then my VIBs are going to be getting 15% off from August 20th to the 27th. So the rouges are only going to have like one day to themselves, and then everybody else is going to have 15% after that. So those are for all my members in Sephora. You literally, it's just basically having like a rewards card with Sephora. It's not like a credit card or anything like that. So it's going to be 20% and 15%, and you guys are going to get yourself some good deals. So I always like to do these videos because I like to recommend products to you guys. Now I did one back, I think 5 months ago for the spring sale, and there's a lot of things that I mentioned in that video. I still am obsessed with them. I'm not going to mention those things in this video just because I mentioned them in that video. But if you want to know more recommendations from me, I will have that video linked down below in my description box. You guys can go ahead and check them out. So if there's certain products today that I don't mention and you're like, she loves that, why didn't she mention that? It's probably because I already mentioned it and I don't want to be super repetitive and be like a 2,000 hour long video. So I just want to go ahead and get right into it. So I'm going to first start off with like skincare, hair care products that I really recommend to you guys. These are like holy grails. You guys are getting like the real tea. So the first one is going to be my Olly Vitamins. So Olly has fantastic vitamins and they're now being sold in Sephora. You can get one that's great for hair. You can get one, I think, that's great for like relaxation and like skin and stuff. And I will have this product linked down below, but I literally have gone through these like crazy. I'm about to purchase another one because I have nothing left in here. But you can find these pretty much anywhere. You can get these at Walmart, CVS, Target, everywhere. But I would recommend just getting it at your Sephora sale because they have for a discount. And also, I'm telling you, if you're trying to grow out your hair, not only just like growing it out, but it being super duper healthy, this has helped me so much. Like, I know a lot of like big makeup artists and hair artists like do sponsorships with them, and you guys are probably like, do they work? But yes, they do work because they work on me. So now I am going to be talking about another product that I'm obsessed with, Vital Proteins. You can find this product in Sephora. Online, you can find like these big guys, but if you go in stores, like on the Beauty and the Fly as you're checking out, you can find the little pack. So if you just want to try it out and see if it works for you, then you can go ahead and do that. You guys are probably thinking, what the hell is she talking about? What is Vital Proteins Collagen Creamer? So collagen helps with your hair growth, healthy, strong hair, with your nail growth in case you're trying to grow out your nails, and that came out so weird. Nails, and also with your skin. I've noticed such improvements with my skin this year, and I think it's because I try to keep a very clean diet. I'm just very regimented with my skincare, and I also try to put really good things in my body, and I feel like this collagen helps. It helps with really like the elasticity of your skin and just keeping everything nice and firm. People constantly rave about these. These are like $29, so if you want to get the tub, I would really recommend getting it now during the Sephora sale. They're really worth your while. I personally like to go for the creamers. In case you're not a creamy person, you can definitely get the regular one that you can just mix with your water. It's unflavored, you're good to go. They have several different flavors, but this one just covers it all, and I love it. It's also non-dairy, and it's also made with coconut milk. So I love putting this and just mixing it like with oatmeal or like with my soy milk, and just like kind of creating like a shake with just this and the milk. And I'm telling you, it tastes so good. I do that every morning. If you guys have watched my vlogs, you see me do it, but it's the best and I never miss it. And I literally have pretty much none left in here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's none left. But I will buy this time and time after time because I think this works, not just with my hair, my nails, but like with my skin. I see the difference. So now I want to talk about two skincare products. I have a bunch of skincare in my other VIB recommendations that I did in the spring. You guys can watch that. I touched on a lot of it, but I didn't want to be repetitive again, but I wanted to touch on some new additions that I've added. So I started to really use the Olly Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream, and let me just tell you guys, this has been perfection, especially because I use it in unison with my Olly Henriksen Brightening Toner, the C Serum, and it's just so good on my skin. And so many people always tell me like, your skin looks so bright and full of life. What is it? It's my toner and it's my under eye cream. It took me a while to kind of get into like an under eye cream that I really loved, and I feel like this one does not irritate my under eyes. It's also very nice and soothing on my under eyes, and I feel like it kind of has like this nice fresh effect that in the mornings it works perfectly because I feel like it like makes my eyes feel just wide awake. My under eyes feel wide awake. And also I feel like it does do a really good job at brightening those under eyes because it does have like a hint of like orangey like yellow, and I feel like that kind of helps give me a more brighter appearance, especially because sometimes during the mornings you can have like those dark under eyes. Sometimes I'm not wearing makeup. Well, most of the time I'm not wearing makeup on the weekdays, so I like a product that will definitely give me like that like bam look, like ooh, her skin looks good. And I feel like this really does that for me. It also has that like orange scent, and I just love it. The next product that I want to talk about is this one. I haven't really talked about this on my channel, maybe like here and there. I know I've mentioned this before in my Insta stories and I talked about this, but this one is my Ultra Repair Hydra Firm Sleeping Cream. This is my life. I've gone through 3 little bottles of this and I am just obsessed. You guys know that I'm a huge fan of First Aid Beauty. They have some of the best skincare products, especially if you have very, very sensitive skin. #1 brand to try because they're just so good. They've never failed me with their moisturizers. You guys know I'm ride or die for First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Creams. They're all phenomenal. So I actually got this a few years ago and I never really touched it. And then one day I was like, I want to try like a nighttime skincare routine. And this was like the first product that got me into nighttime skincare products. And I started using this as a moisturizer. I would just either wash my face if I was wearing a full face of makeup, or on days that I don't wear makeup, I just go ahead and use some water, rinse my face, and then I go in with this moisturizer. Let me just tell you, this moisturizer hydrates my skin like no other, like I've never seen in my life. So when you go to sleep, you always want to apply a moisturizer because when you're sleeping, you're not moving your face. So you're literally in place and you don't have to worry about like making all these facial expressions. So I feel like it really allows to absorb into your skin and do its work. This is a nice firming product as well. And that's not like greasy hydrated where like I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, all these oils. No, it's like a healthy hydration. It feels so soft and it feels so plump. Like my skin just looks amazing in the morning. It's almost like I don't want to wash my face because I'm like, this looks bomb. It is so good, guys. I really recommend it, especially if you don't have a nighttime skincare. Definitely just start off with this and get into the routine, and then you can add some other products. I feel like it leaves me with not as much redness as when I first go to sleep. And also it's so great after those long days of wearing a lot of makeup, or sometimes when I have irritations, I wake up and I'm like, wow, this cream really calmed it down. So I really recommend checking this out at the sale, especially if you're on the hunt for a new nighttime cream, and this is gonna change your life. I promise you, it's so good. Okay, the next product I wanna talk about is a perfume. Now this one is one that I really wanted the last sale. If you guys remember, I talked about this. This is Maison Margiela Lazy Sunday Morning, and this is, it smells so beautiful. It reminds me of like after you take a shower and you're laying in bed with a fresh candle lit and you smell good, the room smells good, everything just smells good together. It's just a very fresh scent, like a clean scent. And I haven't been using that much because I don't want it to run out, and the big bottle is like $120, but I'm like, girl, this is the time where you should just invest for the big bottle. But I'm sharing this because I know people are like, oh, don't share your scent. That's like your personal scent. But no, I want to share this with the world because this is so good. You guys know that I'm all about the Kim Kardashian West fragrances. I love those. That's pretty much all I use. But this one has come into the collection and I'm just here for it. It's so good. Really recommend you guys checking out. If you don't want to spend the full price like I did, you can go ahead and purchase the little guy and just use it as you go. And I don't use this every single day, but I use this when I want to make a statement, if you know what I'm saying. So this has been like my holy grail perfume as of lately. Okay, so now I want to talk about a lip balm. So this one you guys have probably seen a lot of, but this is the Kopari Lip Balm. And at first, when I first got this, I was like, it's a little too like liquidy. Like it reminds me of like Vaseline, but a little bit more liquidy and runny than Vaseline. And I was like, I don't know if I like this. But the more I started using it, the more I love the way it looks as I'm doing my makeup. Whenever you guys see me do my makeup, especially when I do foundation reviews and I have like a lip balm on, it's always this. And I love applying this right before I do my makeup because I feel like it's kind of like a hydration, prepping my lips for when I do go in with lipstick, especially liquid lipstick. This has been like my holy grail in the summer too, because I find that whenever I put this on, because it is kind of a little bit more of a like glossy almost consistency. It kind of gives me that glossy effect without me wearing like an actual gloss. Like with me just wearing a hydrating lip balm that's actually helping and hydrating my lips to the fullest. Also, I want to have another one for when I'm on the go. Sometimes I'll like bring it with me, but I just get scared that I'm gonna lose it. So I'd rather keep it in this room where I know it's safe. Nobody's gonna touch it. I mean, at least I hope nobody touches it, because sometimes my sister comes in here and she may want to take it. And I know that for those fall and winter months when all of our lips may get a little bit dry, this is what you're gonna need. Okay, so now I want to talk about a hair care product. So this is from the brand Kerastase, which I'm so happy that Sephora started selling them, because they are some of the best products. These are pricey. This one is from the Resistance collection. So they have different collections as a part of the Kerastase line. And basically what this does is it straightens your hair, and it also helps it not break as much. You guys know if you do bleach your hair a lot, your hair will break, or even if you bleach it a little bit, sometimes your hair can't handle it, or heat. Like all those things can make your hair break off. There's a little piece right here, you guys can probably see it, but it literally had some breakage, and I've been using this product nonstop on my hair. Whenever I shower, I go in and do shampoo, conditioner, and then after I do that, I go ahead and put in this product just in the areas where I feel like I need like that strength, and I leave it in for like about 30 seconds to a minute, and then I rinse it out, and it makes such a difference. It really protects the hair. It kind of like locks everything back into place so that nothing really has some major breakage, because you know, it's cool if it's just like a little tiny piece that's breaking off, but if it's like half the piece of hair and there's like a big difference between like, you know, like your hair up here and then your hair down here, then that's a problem. So I noticed that this has been like the way to go for me, and I just love incorporating this into my hair care because hair is important. Now I want to move on to my makeup products, which I know you guys are very, very excited about. I legit made like this is how dedicated I am, guys. I made a list. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start off by talking about foundations, because I know that's what you guys want to know the most about. The first one I'm gonna talk about, this isn't in any particular order of like best to like least best to like worst. This is just me literally throwing things at you. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Okay, so first product is the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Foundation. So I just did a review on this, and I can tell you guys this foundation is beautiful. I am wearing it on this side. I'm wearing two foundations right now, literally one on one side and one on the other side. But I'm wearing this foundation on this side of my face, and I absolutely love it. I will have my full review down below in the description box so you guys can go ahead and check it out, because I go in depth in there. But the finish this gives you is phenomenal, and I think it's so great that Fenty Beauty came out with a hydrating foundation that can really fulfill people that have dry skin, normal skin, that prefer that hydrating finish. Also, I think it works great for people that do have the combination to oily skin. You'll have to set it a little bit if you do have really oily skin, but I like it because it's not as like dewy or like luminous as you would think it would be, because it's hydrating. I feel like sometimes people get confused. They're like, ooh, it's hydrating, it's gonna be like super wet and dewy. It's not like that at all. It just has such a beautiful finish. It feels very healthy on the skin, which I also really appreciate. It's medium coverage, so you do have to build it up a little bit, but I feel like it's perfect because I feel like for every day you want that lighter coverage. You don't want anything to be too full and extreme. So the reason I am mentioning this in this video is because it literally launched perfect timing. It's about to be the sale, and I know everybody's gonna wanna try this out considering they have 50 shades, and I think that's fantastic. I feel like this foundation is the everyday foundation. The next foundation I wanna mention is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. I am also really loving this foundation. I do feel like this Anastasia foundation is a little bit more fuller coverage than the Fenty. And I also feel like with this foundation, I feel like I get a little bit more luminosity out of it. So I feel like for my dry skin people, this is like heaven. It's really good. And that's saying something because I am somebody that has oily skin, but I still really love this foundation. I feel like it feels lightweight. They're very, very similar, like I mentioned, but I definitely feel like this one does give you a little bit more luminosity. So if you have really, really dry skin, I think this one by Anastasia will work amazing on you. Not that this one won't, but I just feel like I'm noticing a little bit of a difference there. I also feel like the color range with Fenty is a little bit more true to undertones than the one by Anastasia. The one with Anastasia I had a hard time. I literally exchanged it like twice to get my perfect shade because the undertones were just not working for me. So that's just something to note, but this formula is excellent. Like both of these formulas are so good. You guys can see it. They work well with powder. They work well with products on top. Like it's just really good. So I really recommend these two foundations. These are definitely the ones that stood out to me the most, especially if you're more so like that everyday girl that's looking for like an everyday foundation, something a little bit more of like a buildable coverage. You will really enjoy these two. So I want to quickly mention something. So for primers, I'm still loving the two that I mentioned in my other recommendations video, which are the Cover FX Gripping Primer and also the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Primer. Those are two of my absolute favorites. Love those. If you haven't checked those out, you need to get your hands on them, especially Cover FX Gripping Primer. That's like my holy grail. I don't want to get too into primers because I just did a video on my favorite primers that I really recommend to you guys. So I'm not going to get into that, but I will list both videos, my recommendations video from spring and also my favorite primers video down below so you guys can go ahead and watch that. So now I want to mention some powders. I'm going to talk about this one. This is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin, and this was my first powder that I've tried in a long time. I tried powder like back in the day, but I've been loving this. This is one of those products that looks fantastic without having like liquid foundation on, just by itself. It looks beautiful. It's really good full coverage and it covers everything it needs to cover. It sets perfectly on the skin and just gives you a very like perfected finish, and it keeps you pretty matte for a good amount of the day, especially if you're somebody that's on the go and you want something that's kind of like pressed, where you just want to like quickly apply it and then keep it moving and not have to worry about like taking out the liquid foundation, the sponge, and like all that extra stuff. This is one of my favorites. I also have a video on this, so I will have that link down below for you guys. But I think that Makeup Forever always does a fantastic job of coming out with really good quality products. They take their time developing products, and they also have a great color range. Like before there was Fenty Beauty and all these other brands that are coming out with phenomenal shade ranges, Makeup Forever was like an OG that always had really good shade range. So I really give it to them, and I think that they deserve a check out. If you haven't checked them out, you haven't checked out this powder foundation, you're looking for a new powder foundation, this is one to look into because it just has such a velvety, beautiful finish that's just, I feel like it's done so right. So it's great. Another thing that I really love about this is the fact that this sponge is actually really good. I've been using the sponge just with the foundation instead of using a brush, and I was really impressed. It's really soft to the touch. It's not like any other powder sponges that I've seen that are like super cheap and just don't work at all. This one just feels really good on the face, so I really do like that. Okay, the next product that I want to talk about is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Airbrush Finish Powder. So they have like 3 colors of this, which they need more colors. I don't know what they're doing with that because I feel like sometimes this one can be a little light on me, but it's basically just like a finishing powder or like a retouching powder. And I really do appreciate that because you guys know that I get, you know, some oily spots. I do have like an oily T-zone, and I find that when I go in with my brush or like a little sponge and I set my face, it just makes a big difference for me. So I like to carry this with me on the go, and just whenever I need a retouch, perfectly you can go in. It has like this perfect little mirror, and I can just go in and do what I gotta do, and then I'm oil free again. So I really appreciate this. This one is in the shade 2 medium. This lasts for 30 months, so you get a very long wear out of this, considering it is a pricey product, so I would expect it to last me longer. I know that Charlotte Tilbury has a lot of products, and they have very pricey products, so this is a good time to buy this. I'm intrigued about that like moisturizer they have. I saw Raw Beauty Chrissy talk about it. I think it's like the Magic Moisturizer, something like that. I've heard really good things about that, so I want to try that out. It's like over $100, so I don't know, but maybe this is my chance because 20% off. I mean, why not? Okay, so now I want to go into my concealers that I really like. So these concealers aren't anything new, but I want to talk about these because they're some of my favorites. The first one is my Laura Mercier concealer. This is such a beautiful concealer. I love the consistency of this concealer because it's super duper lightweight, but it has really good coverage, and it also never looks cakey with my baking powder. Never ever do I have that issue. Whether I leave my baking powder on my under eyes for like 2 minutes or like 20 seconds, it literally looks exactly the same, perfected and beautiful, and just like bam. And I just love that about this concealer because I feel like it works with all my foundations. Sometimes when I go in with very heavy foundations, I get scared with certain concealers because they can definitely make my foundation look cakey in that area. This has never done that. So I really recommend this Laura Mercier one. It's the Flawless Fusion Ultra Long Wear Concealer. Very long wearing. I'm currently wearing it right now, and I just feel like it's the bomb.com. Like it's always been there for me, and I'm actually almost out of it. That's how you know that I love this concealer, because I have so many concealers in my makeup room that if I'm reaching for the same thing consistently, it means I must really like it. So this is one of my favorites. Definitely recommend this. Every other concealer that's launched, I feel like is nice, but there's something different about this. Like, I just feel like it's like that perfect consistency. It's not too thick and too heavy, like super duper full coverage, but it's not so sheer and lightweight where you're like, what is this? The next one that I want to talk about, I also did a review on this one and I fell in love. This is my Marc Jacobs Remarkable Stick, and basically this is a cream product. As you can see, it's a solid one. It's not like a liquid product. And the reason I love this so much is because I feel like for that person that doesn't wear that much makeup, that person on the go that likes things super quick and easy, non-messy, that type of thing, you will love this. Because what I do on my days that I don't wear like a full face of makeup, I'll just go in with the concealer right in the areas where I need it, whether it's my under eyes or like certain little blemishes. I'll go cover all that up, put a little bit of baking powder, set it, move on, and my face just looks like I have makeup on, like in a really pretty way. Like, ooh, she looks evened out, she looks good, it's mess free. You don't need a brush or sponge for this. You can literally just use your fingers to blend it out. It's so creamy and lightweight that it blends out so beautifully and so quickly. So you don't have to worry about like really sitting there and blending and blending and blending. But that being said, it does offer you really nice full coverage, which is something that I feel like we're all looking for, especially for my lady or a gent on the way who wants something that's gonna like be quick but also cover them and make them look wide awake. Like, I just think of somebody that has a job where they're gonna be going to meetings and stuff, but they don't have any time to get ready in the morning because perhaps they have children, perhaps they're in a rush, they have to catch the metro, whatever it is, and then you quickly just want to get ready like as you're about to go to work, and you can quickly do that and bam, let's go. Like, it's there, you look flawless, and you'll thank me later. And I want to talk about 2 lip products. I'm actually wearing the lip products right now so you guys can get a taste of it. But these are like my favorite. This has been like my jam. Between this one and then the Shayla Slow Down Bundle, that's been like my baby, and the Kylie Jenner Kylie Lip Kit, love those. So I've been so into like the match, like a lip liner and a lipstick. I first want to talk about the lipstick because these are newer. So these came out, I think, at the end of like May or something like that, and I wasn't gonna check them out because the price was, I think it was like $24, $23. It was kind of like, ugh. Like, I could do so many other things with that money. But I caved in because I went into my local Sephora and I swatched a bunch of shades, and I was like, these are so beautiful and they're so creamy and comfortable. Like, how can they be matte and so comfortable? So I went ahead and purchased this nude called Staycation, which I'm wearing right now. Such a beautiful nude, and it's so moisturizing on the lips. You're able to do that and still have moisture and feel comfortable. Not only that, it is a nice matte formula, like a soft powdery matte almost. This lipstick literally will last me all day long on my lips. They have so many other shades, so you're not forced to just go with this color. I'm definitely gonna be picking up maybe like a shade or 2 more from the collection because they're just so nice. But I really wanted to mention this specific one because I feel like the color is perfect. I feel like it's a really nice nude, especially like moving into like the fall months. Now I want to mention the lip liner that I've been loving. You guys have definitely been seeing me wear this nonstop. It is such a beautiful like warm lip liner. I'm wearing it right now. I literally wear these like as a match because I think it's just so pretty. This is the 610 in Versatile Chestnut by Makeup Forever, and I like this because it's one of those pencils that you can sharpen with your sharpener. They're very, very long wearing, so Makeup Forever definitely did the damn thing with this one. The reason I found out about this one though is through I Love Sada. You guys know she always has a bomb ass lip liner on. I just love how she like lines her lips and everything, but she raved about this, and I remember screenshotting that picture. I still have it saved on my phone, and I was like, I need that lip liner. So I went and purchased it. I think it was like around like April or so, and I've just ever since I've been obsessed. And you guys can see like I use this quite often. I have a lot of lip liners in this little table, so I'm constantly rotating, but this is always one that I gravitate towards because it's so good. Like, so good. These 2, real good recommendation. Now, if you're not into the shade that I'm wearing on my lips, definitely still check out the collection of lipsticks because I'm telling you, this formula is not one that I've seen done before. It's just so beautiful. Okay, now the last things that I want to talk about are the Huda Beauty mini palettes. I did a video using this. I think I was actually wearing the same shirt. Yes, I'm an alpha repeater. Sorry, Regina George. This is what I'm wearing on my eyes right now. As you can see, like the summer eye. But you don't just need to check these out. I just recommend checking out Huda Beauty's small palettes. They are so good. I know a lot of people always are like crazy over her like big palettes are like $60+. I personally don't think they're worth it just because I feel like you can go to other brands that are much cheaper and get just as good quality nowadays. And I just feel like the palettes aren't that like special to me. I feel like the little ones always speak to me. So this is the neon orange palette, and then this is the neon green palette. And they just are wonderful. This one in particular, from the neon green palette, this color is so beautiful in the eyes. Like I literally hit pan, as you can see right there, literally hit pan. But I love these. Pigmentation is fire. It has like this really pretty like reflective shimmer pigmentation and some of these eyeshadows that I'm just like, ooh, she did the damn thing. Like no MAC Fix Plus or spray needed, and these really give you what you need. I think these are like $23, $24, so they're not that pricey, but you get a good range, and I feel like this is just enough colors to like not get you super overwhelmed. Sometimes when I have a big palette, I'm just like, oh my god, I don't know what to pick from because there's so many shades. Like I just can't. So I just like the fact that these are not that many shades, but you can quickly come up with a bunch of looks from these. So I really recommend checking out the Huda Beauty small palettes. They're so good. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. I wanted to keep it super simple and to the point. These are products that I've been really enjoying. I'm super excited to shop this sale because I feel like there's so many things that I want to repurchase and also so many things that I want to try out for the first time. I am thinking of doing a haul. I didn't do one last time. So let me know if you guys want to see a haul on what I purchased at the Sephora sale that's coming up, because I kind of want to do something. Maybe I can like bring you guys in to Sephora and, you know, see what happens. We can pick out some stuff. I don't know yet, but let me know if you want to see a haul, because that's something that I would definitely want to do for you guys if you guys want it. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video and seeing my recommendations for the Sephora sale that starts today. I'm so excited to see what you guys are excited for, so please go ahead. Just like I told you what I recommend you guys get, tell me down below in the comment section what you recommend me to get. What are like your holy grails that I didn't mention in my video that I should try out? Because if you guys leave some stuff, I'll probably end up purchasing it. So feel free to do that because I love having conversations with you guys. You guys are like my internet BFFs that I've always wanted. So go ahead and do that. Also, if you did enjoy with this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, a double thumbs up, so that I can go ahead and continue making these videos for you guys, because I love making my Sephora recommendation videos. Every time it's that time of the year, it's one of my favorite videos to make. So just give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. I really hope that you decide to stick around and become a member family here on YouTube, because I wouldn't want you guys to miss these videos, because I always hook you guys up. Like, I got some good stuff on this channel. So hit that subscribe button, become a member, and don't forget to hit the notification bell, because if you don't hit that bell, you're not gonna know when I upload. And if you don't know when I'm uploading, you're not gonna be hip to the latest makeup. So go ahead and hit that bell. And that being said, I literally talk so much, so I need to go ahead and drink like a gallon of water after this video. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, and I'll be seeing you guys very soon for a brand new video. Bye guys.